NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Open man is lost, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Throwing Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This dude is so fucking slow, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The tackle made.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
This dude is pitiful, bro.
Taken down. A Bears sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
From the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Good throw there to keep the second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones got a man open. It's Ross, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Jones.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal, New York.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll run with Scott. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Rolling to his right. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to burn his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
wow.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So this is just a nightmare scenario for any quarterback. Pick sixes on 2 consecutive drives.
And a dream sequence for any defense and defenders. Because how often do you get pick sixes on 2 consecutive drives? That's a heck of a way to get off the field.
Now on comes the Bears offense as they'll be called in to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession.
If I had Barkley, though,
likely not for long,
God, this
they're
team
in
would be
punt
crazy.
formation. As we'll see one following the score
I
on
can't
the
run
final
the ball.
play before break. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 50.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they... And now look at him go. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make this a 6-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tariq Cohen.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Wow, man, this nigga is trash, bro.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points.
No bad fucking throw. That nigga just fucking sucked.
Your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing after the interception. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 5.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. It's a bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Jones. Open man is Golladay, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
This
pocket,
right here,
flag comes down.
I don't know, bro.
Know where you are on the field.
This nigga don't do
tackle to tackle.
anything.
Get out
Huh?
that tackle box in order to get that done.
What you say, bro? Man, this nigga Daniel Jones is fucking trash.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
I knew that bitch ass shit was gonna happen.
I think a Giant jumped early. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Jones pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
I don't give a fuck. That nigga wasn't finna fumble on me. He fucked up.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
This nigga Daniel Jones is
the closing stages of the 1st half.
I really did that.
They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks.
I need it.
You got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football.
Man, let this bitch go to half, man.
Pickup. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
The Bears will line up for the
solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception. This drive.
Let me change that. I gotta change that. That should have never happened again.
Get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big time.
I had too much faith in Julian Love. He is not it.
When you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads.
Let me change that, man. This nigga letting Allen Robinson do that to him. Not Allen. Nigga speed 89. Where the fuck my dude at? Yeah, let me go just say all that right there, man. I'm gonna stop all that derail.
They go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
at their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, man, because that's it. I don't know what the fuck Julian Love just had.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Man, that shit supposed to have been picked off. What is you going for a tackle for?
As he tried to pull that
The
one
fuck?
in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw.
Damn, that nigga was wide open.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Not often do fourth down conversions result.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I want you to know you just went for that fourth down and you weren't supposed to.
And 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Will line up for the 2-point.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
Complete.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 52 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the carry, this is Scott. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Boston Scott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Flush to his right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On first down, it's Scott. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Complete to John.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Jones 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense, because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21.